actually regioning, this means that they're not going to be low HP, so Bloodseeker is not going to get more move speed and attack speed.
Yeah.
Especially at the early stages.
Well, I remember this was the matchup where we were like, who was it? It was somebody playing against NiP, and NiP picked Meepo, and then the other team picked Bloodseeker. It was just supposed to be counter. I think it was actually Vici at the ESL tournament. I remember ROTK taking it, I think.
Could be. Yeah,
and,
I think, well, they picked...
and they lost.
They did. I remember that Bloodseeker felt extremely useless.
Yeah.
He was dire top lane. Yeah.
That was so weird. Okay. Well, Meepo last pick for NiP. I feel like the win percentage for Meepo when it's a last pick like this has got to be so much higher. But regardless, Team Secret, obviously one of the best teams in the world. And I feel like they're, the favorites coming into this. Is the draft enough from NiP that you're going to sort of favor them in this game?
If it was any other team, I would say that Team Secret's lineup looks really weird and bad. But if someone can make lineup like this work, it's Team Secret. But overall, I like NiP's lineup more.
Okay.
I'm saying that Team Secret is a better team, probably in this game 70-30, but overall I think NiP won the draft, especially with the Meepo last pick. Well, I need to see it one more time.
Yeah.
New Meepo against new Bloodseeker.
I agree.
Because these two heroes are not picked often. So
well, and the other thing too that I think is pretty important to keep in mind was that in that game that we're talking about, where it was Meepo versus Bloodseeker before, the Bloodseeker was picked as like a quote-unquote counter to the Meepo, so they kind of just like shoehorned it into the draft. This was picked beforehand. This was the draft that Secret wanted even before the Meepo. So if they're able to execute their strategy on their own, it feels like maybe that's going to work a little bit better than, just having something that you try and fit into your draft at the last second because you don't have an answer to the Meepo.
The good thing I like about Team Secret's lineup is once you have that Blood Rage with Pugna's Nether Blast, the towers are gonna melt.
That's true. Very nice stuff there. We did also see the Enigma just take away those Eidolons, so early spawning of the Eidolons is going to allow them to pressure this rune a little bit more than they would have otherwise. Take away the Treant and get these little... Man, these guys are creepy looking. Look at them. You see these?
Yeah, they look like some kind of StarCraft units.
I don't like them.
Zealots?
The Zealots? Yeah. My life for hire. God, I love that game. All right. 3-3, an ace here trying to secure the runes. They will be able to, and looks like they're going to end up getting 3 out of 4. Puppey just going to summon some more of these Treants. I don't think we're going to be seeing too many more of the Treants get switched over for Eidolons. It's likely going to be Saxo wanting to take away the range creeps from Nisha instead. So the frustrating case of not having creeps to hit as a Spectre.
Yeah, I'm looking at Saxa. He didn't buy anything yet. He just denied the creep wave. Usually we see Enigmas sharing Ring of Regions to the offlaner, especially it would be good on Night Stalker, who has already 4 base region.
Yeah, but instead it was 3-3 going for the double stout shield now. I wonder if this means that he's going to try and like cut the wave and connect it with a side camp at some point, or if this is just because of the Treant harassment he's expecting.
I think he read the lanes well. It's because of the Treants, so they're not going to deal that much damage to him.
Okay.
He can actually out-region that stuff. He's tanking the 2 Treants and 4 creeps.
3-3 just don't care. So, yeah, it is that little bit of a switch up. Meanwhile, Ace against MidOne needs to be a little bit wary about the pressure. And so far, 6-5 versus 3-0. And Ace is forced to use the salve now. MidOne's going to stay very healthy in this lane. And I mean, just Blood Rage up. Get all the last hits. Meeple's not having a great time. Still just stuck there at level 2.
They should be careful because when you're playing against Bloodseeker, Thirst, he can just dominate the lane if you're staying low enough. Puppey, full HP, pretty much everyone's full HP on side of team. sorry, on side of NiP, so all good.
I mean, how much does that matter now with attack speed as opposed to damage? Like, is it still enough of an issue?
Well, I think everyone would prefer damage instead of attack speed. I don't know why Ice Frog has a fetish on attack speed. When we got what 720 patch, everything got attack speed.
It was a little bit weird, wasn't it? Zai took a Maledict there, it looks like, and then some more punches. But YapzOr coming back into lane with this Illusion Rune, and looks like he should be fine at this point. Cool Decrep, and another blast comes out. Sign to get the double harassment there, a little bit onto PPD instead of hitting the tower from Zai. So they're just trying to win this lane as best they can with the nuke harassment.
Yeah, you can see it. Now Meepo has a clone, so he is regioning quite a bit, even though he is level 3 against level 4, so Bloodseeker has the upper hand and can always zone him out with the Blood Right.
Yeah. That is another nice thing that you have as the Bloodseeker as one of your tools. And MidOne does need to be a little bit careful as time goes on. You know, one rotation into this lane, granted, there aren't great heroes to rotate, but if he happens to be Blood Rages and then like a double poof combo, that's a lot of damage that could go onto him.
Yeah, it's hard to rotate because Enigma is just jungling. He doesn't even have a point in Malefice.
Danger, danger down bottom. Yeah, it's definitely true. It's going to be a while. Soxka wants some me time for the moment. He's going towards that Helm of the Dominator. And actually, he's a good portion of the way towards it. Oh, goodness gracious. Down bottom.
You missed that one.
I know,
right?
I did. I shouldn't have, though. Well, nonetheless, it is going to be first blood there. Drawn by the Rubik. And mid lane, we were talking about it. Potential damage that comes out, and MidOne just going to be able to zone back Ace again.
Oh man, that attack speed. Meepo's extremely low, level 4, forced to get out of the lane. Which means that he's going to lose a lot of XP, and there's a rotation from Yappy already. He's being pinged out.
Yeah. Have an idea that he's in the area here. And he's waiting for that Meepo to TP back in, I think, but is within full vision of this ward, so Ace is wisely going to go to the other side of the tower and try and play it safe. Meanwhile, down bottom here, PPD, again, under some fire. It doesn't look like it's going to amount to anything, really. And this rotation coming over towards the Rubik, or from the Rubik, rather. The wraparound coming, PPD able to draw some aggro, but then heads out of there. So yeah, a little bit of no kills on those rotations.
I love the build on MidOne. Medallion, 7 extra armor, some mana regen on top of it. So he can't really die. Meepo deals a lot of physical damage, 67 damage, and he can just sustain in the lane. Right now he's sitting on 16 armor.
Yeah, everybody seems to be building medallions nowadays.
Yeah, Medallion's OP.
Think so?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The value you get for the cost.
Hmm. I guess
right now
it sort of takes over for the... What's he doing?
Well, Night Stalker's just farming because he's a core. He's level 4. PPD in some troubles at the bottom lane again.
Got a lot of damage out there, but Fade Bolt's not going to be enough to get the kill. Fata getting those blinds out with the axes. That keeps them alive. But yeah, about 1,000 gold leads so far for Secret. After picking up a couple of those bounty runes as well. And this is the thing that's interesting. Nisha left alone up here means that he's going to get jumped on. It's nighttime. 3-3 is there. Rotation's coming from Puppey, though, and that puts a stop to the pressure. He's also going to be...
The way you play this jungle Enigma is you need to get Helm of the Dominator, and then you rotate. They just force a rotation from Nature's Prophet. Nothing too big.
Mid lane.
Piano board, like ping out items.
Great. And it is going to be, with the DD, a kill on Meepo from MidOne.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So kind of a tough one there. As Ace goes down.
And Meepo's not a hero that loves to play from behind.
No.
And you have a Meepo who tends to farm jungle. You have Enigma who's jungling. Now even Troll is in jungle. What is this? Jungle Book number 3?
Seems like it. I mean, but Ace is heading back into lane again. I think this is what's so deadly about it, too, is that you've got so much gank potential now that Spectre also has 6. So as long as they have some way to cancel, like, poofs or cancel TPs, it should just be a free death. But they do have that Helm of the Dominator on the Enigma. Unfortunate part is that already everybody from Secret is up here. They've completely abandoned these other lanes. Down bottom,
They know.
Zai trying to find this kill on a PPD, and they will claim it. So Zai lives through the gank. They defend their top tower. There's some pressure mid, but really this is looking like Secret's getting everything they want. They're going to be the ones pressuring the tower first, in fact.
MidOne has a TP, so he can rotate to the top lane if needed, and they know how to play against Enigma. They know what he wants to do because they play a lot of Enigma themselves.
Oh.
Good usage of Midnight Pulse to see if someone TP'd there.
And
Spectre's level 6, so they have this global with Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet does not have ulti yet, but with teleportation, they can outnumber them easily.
Oh, and so Puppey got the pressure on the bottom, forced 2 TP rotations, and then they haven't been able to get the top tower yet. Nisha's still standing here in front of it, but it looks like they're going to come close to getting it now. It's within deny range. Gotta be careful. Can they make it happen? They're getting the glyph off, and well, see if they can find his MidOne kills Ace yet again. They get the deny in the tower. Holy moly, everything's coming up Secret. They're going to take the mid tower, TP rotations, move it back in. 3-3 wants to make something happen here. He's really the playmaker at this point, but doesn't have any points in Crippling Fear, and Zai gets the last hit on the mid tier 1. Secret are just all over the place.
Yeah, Secret's playing really aggressive. They are pressuring the towers. Bottom tower might even fall if they don't have a TP ready. But
I mean, Zai's running
there.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, this very quick skeleton, man. Can they get there in time? Do you have enough damage? PPD
He needs
20.
4 hits.
Oh god, it's really close.
He gets it.
Zai, the last second, runs in, sneaks it.
Night Stalker will need to start playing aggressive. Black Hole is up, so they can try to rotate to get the mid tower, but it's full HP. The problem is, as I mentioned, all these heroes love to jungle. Basically, they have 4 heroes who love to spend time just farming the jungle, and this Meepo, his net worth not the greatest.
Yeah. He's below his Night Stalker. I mean, that's real bad. I guess, though, that there is still something to be said for, like, having 4 heroes that are all doing really well. Like, this Enigma is going to be fairly farmed. Is that kind of like an ace in the hole that they can rely upon? Do you think that like, alleviates the pressure at all, or are they just going to get, like, ran over later?
Well, their lineup is not supposed to win lanes, especially when you pick Enigma like that. You want to group up and push some towers once you get that Helm of the Dominator, but it was not very effective. They took the tier 1 tower on top, but still Secret read them so well.
Man, and you called it earlier. Blood Rage right now, just level 2, so you're getting that 15% damage increase, but it's all of this damage onto the tier 2 tower.
Not the most important tower in the game, but still they're gonna kill it. And you see NiP, they have basically 3 observer wards in their jungle, but they're not playing around that area. So right now they're playing in the blind spot.
Yeah, these wards sort of set to protect invasions into the jungle, but even if you see this trio coming into your jungle, can you really do anything about it? I don't think so. At least not at this point for them, unless they want to expend Black Hole. TP coming from Puppey. Ace farming out their jungle while Nisha still is able to do what he wants. He's also going for the Soul Ring build. We saw Ana do this recently as well.
Yeah, someone just messaged me saying that you're muted in Dota TV.
Interesting. I have the thing on. Very bizarre.
PPD is gonna go down. Yappy with the Steel Bolt. Man, he loves to steal those kills.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best part about playing Rubik.
I don't see how they're coming back into this game, because Troll Warlord, he needs a lot of farm. maybe next night. Next night time in 3 minutes. He still has Dark Ascension ready.
That could be. Oh my god, PPD just walks into a really big issue for himself. They're going to use that Dark Ascension and Crippling Fear on top of MidOne, but they just turn and think about fighting. Throw a Maledict back at him as well. They're going to go for the Haunt now, talking on top of PPD, getting full vision, which means that they're going to be able to find him with that Nature's Prophet ulti afterwards. And meanwhile, up towards the north, they found Ace. So he's trying to run away, and he just ends up going down. And YapzOr, again, there to claim his prize.
They're just going to lose this game really quickly, what it feels like. All tier 2 towers are going to fall. They can group up on a top lane. There's still 2-minute window before the next nighttime. They should use it. They can also go into the Roche pit. They have a medallion, drums, 3-ins to work with. Also, Puppey has another medallion.
Hey, man. Medallion, MidOne, medallion, and Roche. Let's go.
Stack those medallions, baby.
So, I mean, we had said that NiP is sort of looking hit or miss. Is this them more missing or more secret hitting? What do you think?
It's just secret, the way they're playing.
Okay.
They're not giving you any opportunity to actually play well. And I should stop being sarcastic, man. People are gonna keep calling me stupid for a reason, stacking medallions.
No.
What?
That's right. It's, I mean, well, there is that little timing now where Roche, because medallion lasts less long on Roche now, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that, I guess that he just wants to make sure that they can get multiple targets consistently. And it's just a good item to have on him too. Eventually maybe you upgrade to Solar Crest. Who knows? But yeah.
They're building all these small items. Medallion, drums, everyone pretty much has a magic wand. Another medallion on Nature's Prophet. He's getting closer to Vlad's. Pugna has 4 staff finished, so I don't think they're gonna kill anyone on side of Team Secret.
No kills this game?
It looks like this game could end without NiP scoring a kill.
They did just get a Blink Dagger on Meepo, but as you said, having that 4 staff now on the Pugna can make a pretty big difference for saving somebody from the combo.
Troll Warlord, he does not have anything at this point. Just the Power Treads, has 1800 gold. It doesn't feel like any big items coming inside of NiP that can change things.
Oh, and they walk uphill, pop the Dark Ascension. Secret ran to the right, and now in the midst of all of them, they're ready to start battling this out. They do have the Black Hole available, and 3-3 walking around the backside, trying to find the Courier, it looks like. So that's the kill that they got.
It's still not on the board. It says 0.
That is a true statement. Well, that's a really long cooldown to use. The Dark Ascension does not feel good.
It's fine, because it's nighttime for 5 minutes, so all good. You just wanted to maximize the usage of the nighttime.
Fata TP's out immediately. Good reaction there, but doesn't look like this Enigma is going to be quite as lucky, and YapzOr steals the level 1 Midnight Pulse. Not what he would have wanted for sure, but they get that kill and head immediately back out to farm again.
It's a good zoning tool. They already have Bloodseeker's Bloodright on top of it. They can take a fight in area where it suits them.
Yeah. Well, smoke up again. They want to try and make something happen here. Up front and center is Zai. Ace still has that Blink Dagger available if he wants to jump on somebody. 3-3 coming in from behind. They're able to find him. 4-staff, though, to try and get away. And Zai trying to run. Can they keep him alive? It looks like he is eventually going to fall here. Meanwhile, the Death Ward also coming out from PPD. No way to break it right now. And MidOne also going to be controlled and possibly killed off here by the Meepo. That's only the Aegis, but can they kill him a second time? It looks like they're thinking about just dropping down the full combo on him. MidOne trying to run, but the net is there, and he too will die.
They took a lot of damage on that tier 3 tower, but NiP showing they can still take a fight during the nighttime. I don't think they can fight during the daytime, but Black Hole still ready.
Uh-huh. In a good position for it. And a 5,000 gold lead still from Secret after that failed push. They also burned through the Aegis. NiP starting to show some signs of life there, at least a little bit.
good blinking in from Meepo and positioning. Puppey has 4 observer wards. They should see that and buy some sentries. Try to devour those. Cripple them in the next couple of minutes so they can actually farm their jungle and come back into this game. We didn't talk about Spectre. Spectre has 3,000 gold, getting closer to that Sacred Relic. This is their insurance policy. If something goes wrong, you can always rely on Spectre. The other 4 are actually putting a lot of pressure. Tier 3 tower. 1,400 damage taken.
Yeah.
TP is gonna TP, plant some vision.
Okay. Sitting with the 4 observer wards, rarely seen and for a reason. But looks like at least for now they're setting up to defend against this, holding on to that black hole. And Puppey, is just chilling. He's gonna hang out in these trees here and try and keep them off of the tower.
Yeah, well, they can see his Vlad's aura, so one thing he can do is to put Vlad's in the backpack, so they don't know he's there.
Well, I mean, in a way, this is kind of okay for them, right? Like, if they have to stick around this area, Secret's just farming the whole rest of the map, and...
Yeah, well, Puppey realizes that it doesn't matter if he dies or not, so he just shows on the lane. He wants to give info to his team so Spectre can farm.
My God, Zai. Yeah, you're in trouble now, buddy. So 3-3 finds the Pugna, and that's going to be another kill as they do eventually claim their prize. Zai trying to make as much space as possible while that's going on, and at the same time, everybody from Secret heads back and farms. Wait for that Radiance to come online for Spectre, and once that's online, you combo that together with extra attack speed on the Bloodseeker. When you have a Haunt in, it's going to be a real big problem for NiP. But they have shown some signs of life over the past couple of minutes, finding a couple of kills here and there. Still have not been able to take any objective other than the tier 1 tower in the top lane, which happened much earlier.
Yeah, Team Secret respecting NiP a lot more after that fight, and they're going to wait for the Radiance to take a next fight. They don't need to rush anything. They have the late game secured. What is Bloodseeker building into? Has the Solar Crest, BKB next, so he can move around freely.
That's kind of just the answer to the Meepo in general, I guess. I feel like it's so much better than it used to be with... Didn't Geostrike used to pierce through BKB? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was slow. No.
Yeah, it was a slow.
No, we don't have it.
Yeah. BKB feels like it's way better against Meepo than it used to be. But yeah, bottom lane, Nisha again. Or rather, not Nisha. Zai going to push this lane out. Nisha's going to farm up towards that Radiance. And, I mean, the thing that's kind of tough about this is I guess NiP don't have a great place to go to try and, like, force a fight. Normally it would be around that Roche pit, but I don't think that they feel strong enough to just go in and make it happen. They kind of need to get a pick off first, and even if then, the lanes need to be in a good position.
Whenever a team who has Ursa on it, Meepo, loses Roche, it cripples them so much because they want to be the ones getting that first Aegis early on.
Right.
Second Roche is one of the most important things in the game. That's where most of the games end.
So how do you try and set up for that if you're, I guess, Secret in this case?
Team Secret is fine right now. They have Radiance. They want to take a fight now.
Okay. Well, and the Witch Doctor just going to get dropped down. They do have the Black Hole available, trying to move into position to make it happen, but they're just getting completely torn apart by this Spectre, and, well, the Illusions are going to be able to chase down several. This Meepo isolated. Ace trying to get the lift up, but the Yule Scepter is going to be there, and he will eventually die. Radiance fight, too easy.
Yeah, he's not showing on the map, which means that they don't know if he has Radiance or not. Good initiation, perfectly executed, the timing was right. Night Stalker does not have a night time for 3+ minutes. Pugna, where is it? They need to use that Blood Rage on Pugna so he can blast those buildings.
Yeah, he's taking down the mid one simultaneously, though. So they're trying to take 2 tier 3 towers at the same time. Maybe a little bit greedy, but as you said, with no nighttime for 3 minutes, it's going to be pretty effective. And well, they try and isolate. Nisha doesn't do anything at all. The Pugna ward.
PPD looks like he's fighting Voldemort.
Fata Cadavra over and over again. And I'm going to drop my ward. Oh, no. He's dancing, but it ain't looking great.
That's not how you beat Voldemort.
No.
They took down the tier 3 towers, which means shrines are opened up with Treant's Pugna. They could easily take it, but man, Puppey, such a greedy player. He wants to farm up on the other side of the map. Has a 4-staff, no boots. He had Dagon queued up at one point.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Yeah, this guy, he's pretty good Dota player. Has been able to build this team up, and man, they are just looking unstoppable right now as they wrap around, and they do find that Enigma yet again, and drop down the Midnight Pulse on him, and eventually take the kill as they get set to push up towards high ground again.
Radiant's bottom
Night Stalker still no ulti for 5 seconds. Alright, he's gonna have it soon. Pugna, he needs to blast those buildings.
Yeah, doesn't want to reveal himself too much and get too far out of position. PPD, though, just going to eat the dirt yet again. They have the Dark Ascension used. They have to get something out of this ultimate. You can't afford to just not make plays with it, but it's so hard to fight into this lineup, and he's going to go onto Yapsor now, but the Eul Scepter lift up, and Ace trying to find this kill, but the Decrep, the push away, he's still living through it, now trying to turn on a Pugna. They do get the Black Hole, but stolen away by Yapsor. He hits absolutely everybody. Oh god, make it stop. And they're going to. GG is called. Disgusting.
That was demoralizing. I mean, they can't do anything in this game anymore. They could actually just end the game with the Blood Rage. Now I'm convinced that picking